Some students have already started school, others are getting ready to. And we wanted to look at alleviating some of that back-to-school anxiety in this week's Hello Idaho. Tammy Tremblay talked with Dr. Scott Hoops with Live Well Psychiatry in Meridian.
Is this year any different from last year, do you think, for kids and parents when it comes to going back to school?
Oh, absolutely. This is an exceptional time, and it's a challenging time. Many of the young people that I work with are anxious to go to school.
How do we get through it? Do you have any advice for us?
Well, absolutely. So, a good place to start is discussing what anxiety really is. So the purpose for anxiety is to motivate us as human beings to safety. So anxiety notifies us that there's some kind of risk that's been perceived in our world. It gets our attention. Children especially take cues from the adults in their world about whether there's risk or not. And adolescents to some extent do as well, although adolescents are more independent and they're much more plugged into their peers. And there's a complexity there. But the point, of course, is that if anxiety indicates a risk, then the best thing to offset anxiety with is reassurance that we can control and handle whatever the risk is. The most important thing there is for the adults in young people's lives to maintain their own anxiety in check, which is very challenging again for many people. But still, that's the best thing we can do for kids, is show them the way out with confidence.
When you said that, I took a deep breath, because I think sometimes parents do. We get anxious and we don't even know that we're doing it, but our kids are sensing that and they pick that up.
Well, exactly. They're our children and they're our future. We are strongly motivated to protect and take care of our children. If we focus on our children, I think it will help all of us. That's our commonality.
Yeah, and I would think that as we are getting our kids back in school, that it would be really important to be say positive things, be really positive about it, no matter what the policies are in place in your school. It's to support your child.
I couldn't agree with you more. And if it's often a school that has kids can make their choice. Support the children across the board and make them feel accepted and kind. And of course, if one observes the children being unkind to each other, especially around these kinds of conflicts, intervene and don't allow that kind of thing to happen. And keeping one's calm and perspective within the schools is obviously important as well. And our teachers are heroes.
They sure are.
But they've been in a situation where there's really, just like our healthcare providers, where there's no option where everybody's going to be happy and everybody's going to be safe. That's the difficulty. The good news is that those of us who have chosen to be vaccinated, the risk of serious illness and death is reduced by 90%. There's very good data for that, all right? So, and those who aren't, those of us who are vaccinated can do what the CDC asks us to do, and even indoors wear masks, and that helps protect people who choose not to be. And that is an act of goodwill on our part.
Anything else that you can offer for parents right now and kids?
Yes, it's engagement, being with our children. They're important. Let them talk. Let them express things. And demonstrate calm. And life's been difficult, and there's going to be difficult times. This isn't going to be the end of it when this ends. I'm old enough to remember the 60s, people. The 60s were pretty crazy, and we got through it, and we're going to get through this too. And we need to do this together. And our kids are all our kids. So no matter what we think, let's pull together to help create a calmer, more confident world for our children.
And for more mental health related stories, go to our website, ktvb.com, and click on the Hello Idaho tab.